Uh, are you all right, Miss Walker? Let's take the tram back to the guest house, Miss Walker.
なんか幻想的。
What about that mission Dana led with Leon's resistance network?
It didn't turn out well, Miss Walker. Actually, that's the reason I left London to be here.
Oh?
Yes, just a second, Miss Walker. Where did I put it? What with this blasted storm? It's all over the papers. Here, have a look for yourself.
Storm. Excavation work at Devil's Pass has been interrupted. An unexpected storm has obliged the Council to remove the bodies trapped in the ice since the Second World War and to move them to the Silberspiegel refuge. Those frozen bodies near the refuge. I heard about them just yesterday. Do you mean...
There has been no formal identification yet, Miss Walker.
But it's plausible that...
That Leon, at least, is among those bodies, yes.
What happened to Leon?
According to the testimonies I've obtained, Leon was killed on that mission. The Foreign Office tasked Dana to lead an avalanche, apparently. I am one of the few people still alive to be able to identify him, which is why I'm here. If it weren't for this bloody storm, it would have been done today.
Do you think Dana could be among the bodies?
I suppose it would be logical. It would explain why I never saw or heard of her again after the mission. Yet, according to some witnesses, Dana survived the war and indeed helped resistance fighters from Wagen until the liberation. But if those testimonies were true, then Dana vanished after the war.
What about the other bodies?
According to the medical examiner's office, in all, 3 bodies have been extracted from the ice. The one presumed to be Leon, and 2 others, a man and a woman not yet identified.
I see.
Try to stay positive, Miss Walker. Only a visual identification will allow us to be certain. We can go as soon as this storm's over, probably tomorrow or the day after.
Right.
Miss Walker, we've arrived. But you're not coming, are you? Well, Miss Walker, you might not be related to Dana, but you bloody well certainly remind me of her.
Instead of waiting for the storm to pass and for the official identification of the bodies, I might add, that were trapped in the ice for 6 decades, you, and by extension me, are going to climb up the mountain so you can identify them yourself.
I know, Oscar, I know. But I've just got to be sure. Because if one of those bodies turns out to be Dana, I...
We'll have no more trains to chase?
It looks like it's holding up, despite the storm. I don't think it's cold enough for fuel to freeze, but maybe someone should store it inside, just in case.
Are you sure you want to stay under the storm to see the bodies, Kate Walker? They'll still be here tomorrow, you know.
Maybe, Oscar, but I can't wait. I've just got to know now. Lenny's left her lookout post. Hardly surprising with this blizzard. So that's where the avalanche happened that's supposed to have buried Leon during the war. Probably during the operation Yunta spoke about. The one Dana was supposed to oversee. I need to find out what happened to her. What's this?
Oh, it's the frozen bodies from the Devil's Pass. The forensic team had to bring them up here because of the blizzard. But their generator shut off. I'm concerned it could damage the bodies.
Where's Demoiselle Lenny?
Oh, in her room, resting. She collapsed right after the forensic team left for Wagen.
Jeez, what happened?
I'm pretty sure it has to do with the bodies. I mean, she was staring down in that direction for, well, all the time. And then, when they brought them up from the Devil's Pass, it was like she had seen a ghost or something. It was almost as if...
As if she knew the departed.
What?
Is someone taking care of her?
Oh yes, don't worry. She's with that hermit who brings her wood and provisions sometimes.
Okay, in that case, you go back inside. I'll take care of the generator.
Are you sure?
Positive, just go. Go on. I need to check something in the tent anyway. There must be something missing here. Locked, of course. Nothing. Speak to me, Oscar.
This button must have turned on the generator, Kate Walker. But you still need to use the starter.
Okay. Thanks, Oscar. The bodies must be over there!
It's too dark, Kate Walker. We should find a way to light up the tent.
They must have carried Demoiselle Lenny to her room after she collapsed. Demoiselle Lenny had tea with someone. Maybe with that alpinist guy. Another one of those cigars. A photo of Leon on a ship. Must have been taken during his return from Baltayar. But I still can't figure out how he survived the winter while he was on the run over there. Lenny also had that newspaper clipping about Leon. Looks like the old girl's built a veritable shrine to him. There's something truly odd going on with Demoiselle Lenny. I really ought to have a little chat with her. But before, the bodies. They're all that count right now. Too small for a door. Look, Oscar! A distant cousin!
What are you talking about, Kate Walker? And why are you laughing?
That bloody storm.
No time to explore the refuge again. I need to find the frozen bodies. Oh, dry biscuits. Wonder how long they've been there. Must be to crank up the generator. Forgotten something. Must have forgotten something. The gas tank's empty. I better find some fuel so I can turn on the generator.
Didn't you come across a jerry can earlier? Better go check it out.
Yes! Thanks, Oscar! Looks like this one's full. Forgotten something. Forensics Institute of Vaughan.
検視報告レオン・コバテス、白人男性30代前後、金髪長い間氷の中にとらわれていたため例外的な保存状態の遺体であった。おそらく1940年代に雪崩によって死亡したと思われる。重要な逃亡ミッションの間に行方不明となったと報告されていた。アルピニストでありレジスタンス戦士であったレオン・コバティスの遺体であることを全ての証拠が示している。彼の身分はもうじき行われるより詳細な分析と視覚識別により確認される。
Leon. It's as if he died yesterday. Like in those stories where people are found perfectly preserved in ice for decades after being carried away by an avalanche. Hard to believe he's been dead for over 60 years. That's quite amazing. And grim at the same time.
レニさんもショックだろうね。見たくないだろうね。当時のそのまんまの憧れてたんだもんね。
That's not Dana in this body bag.
ハロルド・エクスナー、白人男性茶髪50代前後、この 遺体がハロルド・エクスナーであることは多くの理由によって決定づけられる。エクスナーはレオン・コバティスによってレジスタンスの戦線中に亡命するはずであった。その一行は1940年代半ばに雪崩に巻き込まれたと考えられる。
An unidentified blonde woman in her 40s. That can't be Dana.
ジェーン・ドゥ、白人女性、金髪、青目40代から50代。証拠不足により彼女の身元は確定することができない。しかし氷の中で見つかった他の2つの遺体の身元から推察すると、1940年代半ばに雪崩に巻き込まれたレディスタンスの戦線に参加していた人物だと考えるに至る理由がある。
That's it, Oscar. Dana's body is not among those found with Leon's. What a relief.
Now that that's cleared up, Kate Walker, maybe we should take shelter within somewhat more solid premises.
Right. We should go and check on Demoiselle Lenny in the refuge. I have a lot of new questions for her.
Demoiselle Lenny is resting upstairs.
Hello? Sir?
Are you sure you want to follow that individual, Kate Walker?
I don't think he looked threatening. Rather the opposite, Oscar. Sir? Are you there? What have we got here?
これエンジンの人たち。山で1年間レオンと一緒に暮らして一緒に暮らしてたんじゃないの？その人がいるんじゃないの？人っていうか。 この原住民っていうか別の種族のほら
This portrait, it looks like Leon.
ほらそうだ
Style reminds me of that other portrait of him that he described in his letter from Baltayar. The one made by the...
Derna.
The Go-Rune.
No, not Derna. She's old, like me.
I'm Kate. Kate Walker.
Kate Walker.
Yes. And you're the one that Leon saved during the Origin expedition a long time ago, aren't you?
Yes.
The Goran from Baltayar. Well, you've come a long way, Mr.
Ludwig. Ludwig Hardtack.
Well, Mr. Ludwig, if you don't mind my asking, what happened when you and Leon returned to Ostertal to join the resistance fighters? And how did you meet Dana?
Leon. My brother.
These drawings, they're moments from your life, aren't they? Looks like a river, and that little figure looks wounded. Is that you when you met Leon and the scientist from the Origin expedition?
Yes.
That group, is it your tribe, Mr. Ludwig?
Yeah.
So you all live together in a cave in Baltayar? That person in the middle of the others was in the other paintings. That's Leon, isn't it?
Yes. Leon.
Right. So you and your tribe took Leon in after the death of Reinhard Berger in 1937. That's how he was able to survive the winter in the mountains. Then you went with Leon when he decided to return to Vagen to join the resistance fighters?
Mm-hmm.
These combat scenes, are they of the liberation of Vagen?
Before. During resistance.
The blonde girl with you and Leon can't be Lenny, right?
Yes. Lenny. My sister.
I knew Lenny was a resistance fighter, but she never told me she fought alongside Leon, let alone you. She even went as far as saying that she never saw Leon again after 1937, when they all met at the refuge with Dana. Why would she hide something so important?
time to check on Lenny. Come, Kate Walker.
The sketchbook. I think it was Leon's. Detonating wire, just like in the old movies. It's locked.
Ah, Fräulein. I knew you would be back eventually. Judging by your face, you and Ludwig already met.
We have. And it raised a lot of questions about you. About what you said to me the first time we met, and about what you didn't say.
Of course. You can run from your past, but never truly escape it. But you already know that. Don't you, Fräulein?
I want to understand Demoiselle Lenny. I'd like to understand why you didn't tell me about Leon's death, about fighting with him in the Resistance, and about the gore, and about Mr. Ludwig. It would have saved us both so much time and effort.
Because it would have only begged questions. Questions which lead to events that I've never spoken about to anyone. Not even to you, dear Ludwig.
Lenny.
Still, I suppose it doesn't matter now. Perhaps it's time I confess my crime.
What are you talking about?
It was the best years of my life. Joining the Resistance, unlike my coward of a father, and fighting alongside Leon after he miraculously got back from Baltayar with Ludwig. It gave me purpose. Leon was a terrific leader. I could feel he was finally taking me seriously, especially with Dana being missing. I knew he was still in love. After all, didn't he cross the globe to rescue her? But we all thought he arrived too late, that Dana had died with her parents during the pogroms. So I believed his mourning would eventually come to an end. And that's when Dana fell from the sky, literally.
Dana was sent by London, right? To oversee that operation led by your resistance network? The exfiltration of a civilian to Switzerland, if I recall correctly.
Indeed. But Leon never told us that Dana was involved. Maybe he was afraid to believe it himself. You should have seen them, Fräulein. It was as if they had never left each other.
Do you know if Dana ever mentioned a child?
Maybe they were planning to have one in Baltaya, who knows?
In Baltayar?
Yes, that's all they ever talked about. How they were going to live over there after the war, along with Ludwig and his tribe. But it was to be just another broken dream.
Right. I should call London now. My radio's downstairs.
Leonの絵本。
I recognize the mountains of Wagen in these drawings. Leon must have drawn them during his expeditions in the region. These drawings date from the summer we met, when I worked here. These landscapes don't look like they're from the Wagen region. Leon must have done these drawings when he was in Baltayar with the Origin expedition. This is a drawing of the Gorons. Herr Gustav housed me here when I worked at the refuge. I have so many fond memories with Leon here. When I left for London with Junta, I never thought I'd see the place again, let alone be here again with Leon. Junta's stash. I doubt I'll find anything of use there to amplify the radio signal. Herr Gustav's old radio. I remember we spent many an evening listening to serials when I worked here that summer. This antenna looks like one of Herr Gustav's inventions. Once this antenna is connected, there must be a way to open it. There must be something else I can plug into it. So Junta never did come back to retrieve it? Not surprising, really, I suppose, given the fact that World War broke out. What a mess. Herr Gustav must have turned Junta's dark room into a storeroom after she left. Judging by these installations, Leon's network seems particularly well organized. Pity the same can't be said for all the resistance networks the Foreign Office deals with. May I? True brothers and sisters in arms. You can sense that the three of them stand together as one. Lenny and the Gorun seem close. It's nice that she's found a friend. Not that Herr Gustav lacked affection for her, but she spent too much time alone in that refuge. The Gorun described Leon as his brother. They must have shared lots of adventures together since Leon saved him from the clutches of Herr Berger. Your drawings are beautiful.
For you, Daneros.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Ludwig. It's almost as if you were there with us that night.
Leon told me.
Did he speak about me?
All the time.
I should go now. Talk to you later, Mr. Ludwig.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it looks like Leon and me in this drawing. The Gorun must have drawn it from Leon's accounts of us. If this propaganda against the resistance fighters is anything to go by, the Brown Shadow must be pretty desperate. Looks like the Gorun must be a nightmare for the Brown Shadow. He must be the super resistant I heard so much about in London. The refuge. The place where it all began between me and Leon. Switzerland. The package will be safe over there. We'll need to cross Devil's Pass with the package in order to reach Switzerland. They say it's not the most daunting pass, but still, you need to be escorted by a professional alpinist. The refuge. It'll be the departure point for our expedition into Switzerland tomorrow. An arms stash. Since the departure of Herr Gustav, resistance fighters have been using this place as an outpost. The Allies are unable to send enough supplies to the resistance fighters for them to completely let go of their good old-fashioned methods. Shouldn't think the Brown Shadow appreciate Leon and his group throwing their own grenades at them.
なんかやだな、戦争ってやだ。ちょっといろいろ見たい。
This part of the radio is used to transmit messages. Nothing. I should turn the radio on first. Maybe Herr Gustav's homemade radio is still around here somewhere. It doesn't fit. Looks like there's something wrong with the antenna. There must be something else I can plug into it.
できない。あれ。
That should boost the signal. Perfect. That item doesn't work. No. It doesn't work. Nothing. I should turn the radio on first. This part of the radio is used to transmit messages. This part of the radio is used to receive messages. I need my documents so I can find the right setting. They're in a side pocket of my bag. Empty.
トップシークレット。通信担当者と連絡を取るためには以下のステップに従ってください。安全な周波数を取得するために以下の連絡コードを変換する。2、取得した安全な周波数をデバイスの受信機部分に設定する。通信担当がデバイスの受信機部分から新たに変換する周波数を連絡する。この新しい周波数をデバイスの送信機部分に設定する。デバイスのハンドセットを行い、通信担当者に連絡を取る。ラジオ付録。また大変そうなのがトップシークレット。ラジオを使用して情報を送信する場合、以下の対応表を使用せよ。この手紙の受取人はコンタクトコードによって作られた周波数で自分のコードを受け取ることができる。 ファベットとモールス信号の対応表が書いてある書類。